Good morning, my dear students of class 8, and I am glad to welcome you all to today's zoology class. What is today's topic? Today we will be learning about health and hygiene. So what is today's topic? Health and hygiene. So let's get started. So before learning in detail about health and hygiene, let's define what is health. See, who has given a definition? What is who? Who is World Health Organization, right? What is who? World Health Organization. This World Health Organization has given a definition for health. You can explain health by different ways, but as per the definition of WHO, that is World Health Organization, health is a state, which means a state means it's not Tamil Nadu or Kerala, it's not that way. State means it's a condition, it's a state where there is complete active condition in three cases, that is in physical, mental and socially a person should be active in nature, and it is not mere absence of disease. What does this mean? A state where a person is completely active physically, mentally and socially. What does this mean? What is physical condition? Physical means your external activities. Whatever I can see with my eyes, that is all physical activity. What kind of activity? You can usually by observing a student or any person, even you can observe, right? When you observe a person for a few seconds, you can conclude to some extent, you can tell whether a person is active or not. No? How you will know? You don't talk to them, but by their activities itself, by their physical activities, what you can see with your eyes itself, you can declare whether a person is active or inactive. No, you need not go for any medical checkup. All by observing whatever you can see with your eyes, it is all physical. Okay, so if a person is physically active, then he is said to be in good health. Like see some activities, you can see even a old lady is taking a cycle and moving about. So it is a physically active condition. Then mentally active. Mentally your brain should be active. A healthy person's brain should be active always. And socially active. What is social activeness? It means your relationship with the society, the people in the society or your family, with other. It is the interaction or active nature of how you interact with other people. So physical and mental is within yourself. No, so this health, WHO has declared a definition for health in relationship with the other people also. If you are not interacting properly with other people, then they have declared that you are not a healthy person. So a healthy person should be active by himself physically, and his mental health should be active, and also relationship with other people should be active. That is how WHO has declared the definition. And one more thing, usually we think this, no, if a person has a disease, then we tell that his health is not good. So provided with these conditions, WHO has added one more sentence, it is not mere absence of disease, because a person is not having a disease and if he is sitting like a lazy one and mentally inactive and he is not interacting with anyone, then you cannot call a person as a healthy person, rather than you can call that he is not in good health. So it is not only the absence of disease, but these conditions should be fulfilled for a person to be declared as a healthy person. So learn this definition. Okay. Then how to maintain health? How all you can maintain good health? Mainly your physical condition, if it should be good, you have to stay fit first of all. What does this mean, stay fit? It is not like starving, and it is not like not eating at all. Some kids or even youngsters, no, what they do not eat to stay slim or something, they skip their meals and starve. That will add more weight only. So for Staying fit, what you have to do, eat a healthy diet as well as do workout or exercise so that you don't gain extra weight. Why? Because always extra weight to your body, that's why it is meant as stay fit. How to maintain health? The first condition itself is given, stay fit, because always having extra weight in the body will lead to medical complications. Either more cholesterol you will get, the BP will be high, the sugar will be high like diabetes, all easily the body will be getting. So always try not to add extra weight. What you can do for that? You can do exercise and then eat healthy diet. So always you have to eat a balanced and healthy diet. Please avoid junk foods. Then let us define one more term called as disease. What is disease? Disease is when any organ or system fails. What is this organ? What is organ? You must have studied in your grade 6 itself, no? How you can define an organ? A group of tissues form an organ. A group of cells form tissues, right? Do you remember this concept? Group of cells will make tissues and group of tissues will make a organ, provided all these tissues should have same function or it should work for a particular cause. Say for example, your eye is an organ, right? Your heart is an organ, kidney is an organ. Why you call them as organs? Because they are a collection of tissues together. And what is a system? What is the difference between organ and organ system? System means you have systems like respiratory system, circulatory system, digestive system. So many organs together, when they work for a special function, then you can call it as a system. So say for example, the organs of your digestive system all will work towards a digestion. The organs of your circulatory system will all work towards circulation of your blood. Okay. So organs means group of tissues and system means group of organs which work for a special function. So when it fails in what? Fails in not functioning normally. It doesn't mean that it should stop altogether, even if it is slightly fluctuated from its normal functioning. However, how it functions normally, if there is a deviation from that, then you can call that there is a disease in the person. It doesn't mean that it should stop completely. If it deviates from its normality, you can tell that there is a disease. How you will know that there is a disease? From the signs and symptoms of your body. Every disease will have signs and symptoms. Now most of the diseases what we have, that's how we know. Say for example, if you have fever, first you will get your body temperature higher, then you can know that you have fever. So signs and symptoms will denote that there is disease in your body. Signs and symptoms indicate that there is disease in your body. So what is disease? Disease is when your organs or organ systems fail to function normally. How you know that you have disease? From the signs and symptoms in your body. The disease is indicated in your body. This is about the two terms health and disease. That is the title of the lesson, no? So we have learned to define the title of this lesson. You know what is health now according to the definition of World Health Organization, and you know what is a disease now. What you are going to learn next? Next we learn about communicable diseases. What is communicable diseases? What do you see in this picture? So a woman is sneezing. She has a tissue with her, but still she sprays all the viruses or bacteria, and this man is getting infected. So you can define communicable diseases as diseases which are transmitted. What is transmission? What does this term mean? It means spreading from one person to another. Okay. So when it is transmitted from who to who? From an infected individual. Who is the infected individual here? This woman is the infected individual, which means whoever has the disease. When a disease is transferred or spread from a person who is infected already to another person who is healthy. This man is not already infected, but this lady is giving the disease to the healthy person. So then it is called as communicable diseases. Whichever diseases can be, actually all the diseases are not communicable diseases. Say for example, what you can tell, cancer is not a communicable disease. You can interact with them, you will not get the disease, right? So similarly, many diseases are not heart diseases. If a person has a heart attack or any other disease in heart, if you are mingling with them, you will not get heart attack. No, these are all non-communicable diseases which will not spread. But this one is a common communicable disease, that is common cold. Easily, if a person has cold, no, mostly all will get infected with the cold in the family first, and even if your friends have, you will get, right? So they are all communicable diseases. Is corona communicable or non-communicable disease? You will answer me. Okay, give answer in WhatsApp for this question. Is corona a communicable disease or non-communicable disease? Okay, answer it. Then, so you know to define now, no, diseases which are transmitted from infected to healthy persons are called communicable diseases. Okay, what causes communicable diseases? Communicable diseases are caused by microorganisms or germs. Microorganisms of what type? What is a microorganism? Whatever you cannot see with your eyes, no, everything you call it as microorganism only. It is a general term actually. Okay, so what all comes under this group of microorganisms? Viruses. Can you see virus? No, you cannot see. Okay. Can you see viruses under microscope? Yes, can you see viruses under microscope? You cannot see with the microscope what we have in our lab. There is something called as specialized microscopes through which you can see the viruses. Okay. Bacteria you can see under normal microscope itself. So viruses, bacteria, fungi and protozoa are all microorganisms which you don't see with your eyes normally. Apart from these causative agents, what is causative agents? What causes communicable diseases? A fungi may cause a communicable disease, a protozoa may cause, a bacteria may cause, and a virus may cause. Apart from this, there are some worms. They are parasitic worms. Say for example, tapeworm can also spread some disease. Okay, so what causes communicable diseases? Microorganisms like viruses, bacteria, fungi or protozoa can cause mainly, and also apart from that, certain worms called as tapeworms can also cause communicable diseases. Okay, so in your book you have a big tabular column. I am not going to complete everything in that table in today's class. I am going to teach only about two diseases. Okay, a list of what is given in the table, a list of communicable diseases. So a number of communicable diseases are given in your text, and the causative agent or the pathogens, a name is given along with the symptoms, what you get from the disease, what is the symptom which will denote that you have the disease, and preventive measures, how all you can stop getting those diseases. About that you have in the table. Okay, so in today's class let us learn only the first two communicable disease. Okay, let's start with the first communicable disease given in your textbook in a table. It is about cholera. Have you heard this word cholera? Actually in maybe in 1970s, 60s all, no, even it was common. In India all this was very common, and in some villages, no, if some people get cholera, many of them die in bulk or in masses, many die. Okay, and also hygienic conditions were not good during those ages. People were depending on river water for everything, for their survival all. No, now only we have taps, borewells, whatever it is. Before all, people used to go to rivers and fetch water. No, in that time, suppose if water is dirty, if it is contaminated, what is contamination? If the water is going to have the organism which causes cholera, then whoever drinks the water will be getting the disease, right? So in those ages all, it was so common, this disease cholera, and many died during those times all. Okay, so what causes this cholera? There is an organism called as Vibrio cholerae. What is the name of the organism? Vibrio cholerae. Can you see this word, Vibrio cholerae? Okay. See, generally when you write a botanical name, no, you have studied about the nomenclature of living organisms. What have you studied? Always whenever you write the name of a, say for example, you are going to write for shoe flower or hibiscus flower. How you write? You write as hibiscus rosa sinensis, like this you write, right? So how you write? You start with the capital letter and the next word will be in the small letter. No? Similarly, for naming microorganisms also, for naming bacteria also, you have to follow the same nomenclature what you apply for botanical nomenclature or zoological nomenclature also. For lion, what you write? You write as Panthera leo, P capital and L will be small, right? So similarly for Vibrio cholerae also, see capital V and small c. This bacteria called Vibrio cholerae is the one which causes the disease called as cholera. You have to memorize these words, Vibrio cholerae, Salmonella, these all you have to memorize. Clear? So Vibrio cholerae is the bacteria which causes the disease called cholera. How do you know what symptoms a person will get? If he is having cholera, he will have diarrhea or loose motion frequently, frequent diarrhea and vomiting of clear fluid. This is the main symptom. Usually when you vomit all, whatever you eat, no, whatever is in your intestine only, you spit out, no. But here, for in the case of cholera, the person, he or she who has cholera will vomit water, like a clear fluid he will vomit. That will be the main symptom. And then dehydration, because of frequent diarrhea and vomiting, what will happen? The body will lose its water content, so there is dehydration. And muscle cramps, there will be pain throughout your body because of muscle cramps. You will have body ache. So what are the symptoms for people who have diarrhea? People who have cholera? Frequent diarrhea, vomiting of clear fluid, dehydration of the body and also muscle cramps are the common symptoms for people with cholera. What are the preventive measures? How you can prevent from getting diarrhea? Drink chlorinated water. Even now we practice this. The municipal water which is supplied now will be chlorinated. Why? Because chlorine has the ability to kill the germs or the microorganisms. So water, though we have that pungent smell, no, you can sense sometimes the municipal water which is supplied will have chlorine smell. But still it is okay for your health. Your health is not affected by the addition of chlorine, but microorganisms are all killed when you drink chlorinated water. So always try to drink chlorinated water and boil water before drinking. Why you have to boil water? Because when you boil the water, in case if there is Vibrio cholerae or any other germs in the water, it will kill the germs boiling. See, even for this viruses, no, like even any viruses, let it be even coronavirus, when you heat it above 50 degrees centigrade, at 50 degrees centigrade, viruses are killed. So the spread of viruses through water, in case usually it doesn't exist in a non-living cell, but in case if it is going to spread also, you can kill easily. So mainly bacteria are killed when you boil the water and drink. So always drink boiled water. Though you drink that canned water, no, you have to boil and drink. That is always safe. Then store drinking water in clean containers. So always clean the container where you are going to store the water and then use the water. So this disease, cholera, is mainly related to water only. So the water what you consume, if it is going to be good, then the disease will not be common in people. That's why nowadays we don't have cholera, right? So olden days they were not aware of drinking clean water, so all the people used to take bath in the same river or pond and drink the same water. That's why they have got such diseases also. So, and also wash the hands with soap before eating. Your hands should be clean because we touch many places, no? So always wash your hands and keep your hands clean before you eat. Avoid eating uncovered foods. Mainly in the streets, all when you buy food and eat, they are left uncovered, no? So they will have the organisms. So eat good food, clean food and hygienic food. Maintain proper sanitation practices. Open defecation must be prevented near water bodies. Open defecation is passing out waste. That is not happening these days. In olden days people were defecating, which means they were passing out their waste in the open land, no? In those times all, if a person with cholera is defecating in an open place near a water body, near a water, then the germs or the microorganisms will enter into the water and it will contaminate the entire water, and whoever is going to drink the water will get the disease. But nowadays this is not common. We all have toilets at home, right? So this is the conditions for cholera. What we have learned, it is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. Symptoms: frequent diarrhea, vomiting of clear fluid, dehydration and muscle cramps. And how you can prevent? You can prevent by drinking chlorinated water, boil the water before drinking, store water in a clean place, wash your hands before eating. Avoid eating uncovered foods, maintain proper sanitation practices, be clean always. Open defecation must be prevented near water bodies. If you do everything, the disease will not attack you. Okay, what is the next disease? The next disease is typhoid. Even nowadays people get typhoid, no? Then here and there you can see some cases with people with typhoid. What bacteria causes typhoid? The name of the bacteria is called Salmonella. What is the name of the bacteria? Salmonella. For here in cholera, Vibrio cholerae. For typhoid, Salmonella. So what are the symptoms that will show up when a person has typhoid? Fever, headache and rashes all over the body, and mostly, practically speaking, during daytime the person will be normal, and late evenings all the person will have high fever. So fever and severe headache also. Usually for fever we have headaches, but for typhoid the headache will be so severe, and the rashes also you can see in the body. So what you can do to prevent typhoid? Drink clean and filtered water. So in both the conditions, if the food and water what you consume is clean itself, you won't get these two diseases. Not only these two, most of the diseases we don't get whenever you have clean water and food. Avoid eating unclean food. Maintain proper hygiene and sanitation practices. Nothing great. Eat clean food and good water or clean water, and also always keep yourself clean so that you don't get prone to diseases. Okay. So you can read page number 97 for today's portion. As soon as you watch this video, please read this page so that you don't forget the concepts and you are updated with your daily portions. Clear? So this is all for today's biology class. Until I meet you in one more botany class tomorrow, you all take care and bye bye.